I've just finished pruning this espalier apple tree. It's sort of mid-August, which is perfect time for summer pruning. So if you hang around, I'll show you how and why we do that. I think before we start, it's good to go into why you might want to put an espalier tree in your garden. Mainly it's due to how well it sort of saves space. As you can see, if that's growing vertically, this is quite a support that's built for this. But if you have like a sunny fence or a wall or whatever, you can just get some supports in these wires, get some nice tensioners like these ones, good spacing. You can have a great little tree and it can be really productive. And you can see the amount of space that actually takes is, I don't know, probably sticks out about a foot. So it's brilliant. Yeah, if you've got much space and you want to grow some fruit, definitely go for these espaliers. This is a customer's espalier apple tree in need of a bit of a summer prune, which I'm going to be doing today. You can see that there's a few bits that need tying in here, a few bits that need pruning back. So I'm just going to try and show you what we're going to be doing. The espalier apple tree should be trained along these wires, which this one kind of is, but it's just all this vertical growth. It's probably all this year's growth, minus 6 or 8 inches. And what we're trying to do today is tidy it up really, and keep it trained and nice and tight to those wires. So all these vertical stems coming off these main horizontal branches need to be pruned back, and that's going to encourage more fruiting buds for next year. And here you can see there's a fruit bud which will bear next year's flowers in there. There you go. So yeah, we want to try and encourage more of that sort of growth rather than all this whippy madness. So yeah, let's get going. So here, this sort of ring of leaves around the base of this stem is called a basal cluster, and what we're going to do today is be chopping these down to around about here, and that's going to again promote more flowering wood, promote for fruiting spurs rather than this long just vertical growth, because that's not going to do anything really, and it's going to deter from the shape of the espalier. Again, here's the basal cluster, just in here. What we do is take it back to about here, and that is going to produce more fruiting wood than just leaving it. See, that's half of the tree done in a few minutes. That's all it needs. And it's all about just slowing that vertical growth down to encourage fruit and buds along all these stems. It'll take a while, but there you can see some buds starting to form. Again, that's next year's flowers, hopefully fruit. There's a good one. So yeah, it's a work in progress, but it's coming on. Yeah, and it'll just get more productive over time. Yeah, you can see the difference. Nice. Here's a perfect example of the beginnings of a fruiting spur. You're able to see the buds in there, and this little nodule that's along the main stem. It's going to get bigger and bigger with more and more fruit and buds, which is what you want. So at the top of this post, when the apples reach the top, it's kind of filled its space, and that's all we want it to do. We want it to stay up to the top of here and just run along these wires, and not to grow vertically anymore. So I think you have to make a decision of what branches you want to keep. So I think we'll go for this one, because that's quite a long one. It's going to bend over nicely and reach that post, that wire. So it just needs tying in. So let's cut out what we don't need. To be honest, I think all this can go. It's got to be brave. This one can be cut down into there. So here you can see there's a bit of a there we go, nice bit of wood that's going to hopefully turn into fruiting wood. So just come in with secateurs, cut it around here, nice sharp secateurs, and here as well. Hopefully all this will start thickening up into wood that's going to produce flowers and fruit. It's really simple, but if left, this tree is going to turn into an apple tree. It's going to be massive, and it's going to, it's not what this area was designed to do. So, and this one's growing completely the wrong way. So again, we'll just snip it out and try and put all that energy into concentrating the tree to provide fruit and flowers. So here you can see the tree has started to shoot skyward, and that is because in the tip of this stem, the hormones making it trying to grow upwards, so it's always going to try and shoot for the sky. But with the espalier apples and cordon varieties as well, what you want to do is keep it horizontal. And what that will do is slow down the hormones in the tip here, and hopefully, well, it will, these buds in here will start to grow upwards instead of the tip, and then they can be pruned like we've done, and you end up with this sort of growth, which is the fruit again. So yeah, just need to get this one tied in, which I'll show you how to do now. Start right here, go in a figure of 8 shape. What that'll do is protect the stem from the wire. Just pull it in. That's the pruning of this tree finished. Hopefully you can see the difference. Yeah, it's obvious really. But yeah, this is all about cramming as much fruit into a smaller space as possible. And that's why this method of growing apples is so good for smaller gardens. Yeah, looks much better. Winner.